man. And this week, man, we got a good bunch of games on the slate. I'll let Gilly, man, get us going, man, with our first game, man. What we talking about, brother? What are we talking about?
Well, I want to say congratulations to you again. You finished above 500 last week. You went 8-7. So you are now 49-59 on the year. So you got a good shot to finish above 500. Me, on the other hand, although almost every single team that I said was going to win won, I didn't get the point spreads.
Yeah.
I didn't get them. So I went 5-10. So I'm 41-67. I think what I'm going to do now, because we're far enough into the season, I know who's pretty good. There's no great team, but I know who's pretty good, and I know who's bad. And
Yeah.
I'm not giving the bad teams the benefit of the doubt, no matter what the point spread is. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it.
Yeah. We
So
got spanked with the Raiders game on that one, bro. Like the
yes, and they're
Raiders
not,
spanked
and
us
they're
like
not the
31 to
only
nothing.
one.
Like what? Like 31 nothing. Like what? In Tennessee, we thought the momentum might have carried you over. Yeah, right. That's why I asked that question. Has any team won, Gil, when they had the interim coach come in? You was like, no, that I can recall. No. Yeah. Because you're bad. I don't, the coach ain't gonna change you. You're bad.
You
You're too many
bad.
pieces of fix. Duh.
You bad. All right, let's get it crack-a-lacking. This is our week. This is our week.
This is our week, bro.
Thursday, 8:15, Amazon Prime. We got the Minnesota Vikings at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers at home are a 3.5 point favorite. The number is 44 and a half. I'm going to tell you right now, I am not liking the direction the Chargers are going. They're getting injured every single week. It is affecting the offense, which now is affecting the defense. The Vikings, they just kind of lost to a little bit better team in the
Yeah.
Eagles, I thought. And I give Carson Wentz credit. The first half, they were smacking him around. Second half, he played strong. He made a game out of it. So I'm going to take the Vikings on the road to not only cover the number, but to win outright. Give me the Vikings. Give me the over. I'm all about the Vikings on this short week. I don't
Okay.
like the Chargers even a little bit.
Joe Alt, is he officially back?
I don't know.
See, my pick is dependent upon Joe Alt being back. So right now, if he's out the lineup, I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I believe Flores could dial up some pressure on on Herbert. They're relying a lot on Herbert right now. And if you can stop the run game and put it in Justin Herbert's arm, that's the blueprint for beating them. They don't have a home field advantage because it just don't. It's just who them in LA is not a home field advantage. So for this moment, I'm gonna say defense travels, and I'm getting 3.5 too. Give me the
Mm-hmm.
Vikings, and this is all upon if Joe Alt doesn't play. If he plays, the Chargers gonna win the game and cover that spread. If Joe Alt's there,
All right, people. So you heard him. If Joe Alt, if he doesn't play, Joe Alt is offensive lineman. He's naturally on the right side. They put him on the left side this year. Got hurt a couple weeks ago. If he doesn't play, Larry and I are in agreement with the Vikings. If he does play, I'm the Vikings. He's the Chargers.
yes, sir.
And I got the over. Did you say over?
Over. I apologize. Over.
All right. Sunday, 1 o'clock. No more European games. Ah, Allah. That's done. We have, we got the Jets
The
at,
hell?
at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals, after winning one game since Burrow's been out, are a 6.5 point favorite at home. The number is 44 and a half. How you seeing this one?
Man, we just discussed this, man. We're talking about the worst team in the NFL. They're going to our quarterback team, which is Tyrod Taylor. Okay, he's a backup for a reason. But on the same low note, you're talking about a team that is is really not that good. If Flacco had a good game against a bad defense, I just think it's over exaggeration on the Bengals because they're not a dominant team, and I don't consider them good at this point with Joe Flacco there. They're salvageable. So I'm gonna shoot the dice on this one, man, and I'm gonna just take. Oh my god, you know what? I can't, bro. I was gonna pull.
You gave this whole long speech, and
I
then when
did.
it's
I was gonna
about
pull the
ready to,
trigger, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'll say the Jets. Give me the Jets for the points. I don't think they're gonna win the game, but I'll take them 6.5 with them.
well, the Jets defense is playing well, so I could see that pick. But what did I just say?
Bad teams are
I
bad.
said I am not giving the benefit of the doubt to what we know are bad teams. We don't know if the Bengals are bad, and they looked pretty good. And you say that they beat a bad defense. Pittsburgh was a good defense up until last week. Now it was on a short week, so I got to say that. But I don't know. The Bengals, their offense looked pretty good with Joe there. So give me the Bengals to win and cover the 6.5. If it was 7.5, I'd take the Jets. 6.5, I'm going to give the Bengals the benefit of the doubt. I took the under. What are you taking?
I'm taking the under too. That game don't remind you eerily of the Tampa Bay game with the same spread, and Tampa Bay only beat the Jets by 2 in Tampa. That ain't throw no red flags right there. You know what I'm saying? You got two similar teams. Offense was clicking. Defense is. I doubt Tampa had a better defense. And Tyrod started that game, and
I
then he won
just
by
I,
2.
I I just think Flacco has given the Bengals a shot of adrenaline in their tushy, and now they're going home with Joe Burrow being the starting quarterback, and the Bengals mathematically can still win this
They
division.
can. They can.
They definitely can make the playoffs. So,
Ain't
so
a
you
bad pick
can't
though.
you can't just beat the Jets. If you come ready, you've got to win by double digits. At
Yeah.
home against the winless Jets, that's what they got to do. So I'm going to take the Bengals to win and cover because of that. Or they're just a fugazi. If they win by a couple points, they're just a fugazi. They're
They
nothing to
definitely
worry about.
fugazi. They definitely fugazi.
I mean, I'm fine with that because the Bears got to play them playing that whole division this season.
Mhm.
All right, speaking of the Bears, my Chicago Bears will travel to Baltimore not to get a crab cake, but to actually play a football game
Hmm.
as the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens will hook up. The Ravens, coming off a bye, are also a 6.5 point favorite, and the number is 49.5. Now, I'm taking your advice on this. You said 6.5. I don't care if Lamar's playing or not playing. That defense is still that defense. And the Bears look like they can run the ball at the very least. So give me the Bears to at minimum not lose by 7. 49.5 is not 50.
Mm-mm.
So give me the under.
Um, and in this game, man, you got a defense that the Baltimore, once again, I don't care if Lamar did come back. The issue isn't offense. The issue is the defense. Defense, unless they miraculously figure out a scheme that's going to work to prevent the other team from getting in the end zone, which they haven't done all year. It's hard to take a team off of potential compared to a team that is actually playing consistent football. So I'm not going to get
Which is
spooked
my
out.
team.
Yeah, Chicago playing consistent. Y'all got run game. The only weak point in y'all offense right now is the quarterback because it's just he has not taken a leap that he should, but he hasn't also cost you games either. So I'm gonna go with the team that's more consistent at this point, and that's Chicago Bears. And it's hard for me to take a under with the Ravens because they don't stop nobody. But then again, that Rams game went under. But y'all can score 49.5. I'll go to the under though. I'm gonna go to the under, man.
Okay. So we are in agreement with my team.
Yes.
Very good. All right. Now, here's another one. We got the Miami Dolphins.
Who?
The Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins at the ATL. That's the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons coming off of a loss. Falcons are, however, at home, 7.5 point favorite. the common number, 44 and a half. How you see this one?
I think it's gonna be a Birds week. Um, so I got this Bird team winning. And the Dolphins gave it up, man. Tua is he's don't even want to play no more, bro. That the team doesn't believe no more. And one thing about the consistently inconsistent Atlanta, it's a lot of inconsistent in that statement, wasn't it? Is that this is the week they'll play good. Bijan should have a field day. It should be feast or famine. Drake London should have a real big game. So this is how they are. This is how they've been. And Miami has chalked up the season. So I'm going to take for my money. I'm gonna take the Falcons. And Miami don't stop nobody. So you give me the over, and that's kind of low though for a team that's trash with no defense. But I'm gonna just say over in ATL. So give me the Falcons to the over.
I'm in agreement with you, except I'm taking the under. The Dolphins are bad because the offense is bad. The defense is bad too, but if the offense can't score, which is what they're not doing lately, so I'll take the under. Give me the Falcons and the under. And the Falcons are home and they play better at home.
Yeah,
Bijan's going to have a good game, all that. He was almost a start for me, but if you have Bijan Robinson, you're starting him every week, right?
I am.
Just like Jonathan Taylor, you're starting him every week.
Yeah,
Jonathan Taylor, what a season he's having. All right, moving on. The Bills coming off of a bye on the road, travel to Carolina to take on the Panthers. It looks like Bryce Young is probably not going to play. I don't think
Mhm.
he's officially ruled out, but he's probably not going to play. So it looks like the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, still in the league, is going to get the start. The Bills are a 7.5 point favorite. The total number is 45 and a half. I think the Bills will come out of this bye and they're going to look good. And they're going to go against a Panthers team that is riddled with injuries at the quarterback. I don't think they are going to be able to go stride for stride scoring with the Bills. Give me the Bills to win and cover with that 7.5. They're going to score a lot. Bills defense isn't great right now. So give me the over. Then the Bills cover. They win by at least 8.
they're gonna get the running that football, man. Dowdy's been running that football. You gave what's McDermott. He's a very good when it comes to buys. And then they just came off 2 losses. And they're playing a team that's okay. You know, you got to figure their losses came to 2 teams that were, I don't know, Atlanta is like Carolina, I guess. Um, and they play good at home. But I'm gonna shoot the dice with Buffalo coming off a bye, and I'm gonna take the 7.5. Uh, but I'm gonna go with the over. With over with the Bills.
So we are in agreement on that one. All right, moving on. Here's a team that's been riddled with injuries, but they're finding a way to win in a tough division. The San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. The Texans are a 1.5 point favorite at home. The number is 41 and a half. Naturally, that seems like a low number. I'm going to take the 49ers because they've been consistently better than the Texans. 49ers coming off a win, Texans coming off a loss. Texans are only favored by 1.5 at home. The defense can't play the offense as well. They can only do what they can do. 49ers, still with all their injuries, still have a pretty good defense. And I think that offense works better with Mac Jones. And I think Mac Jones is playing again. So give me the 49ers. I think it's a low number for a reason. I think the Texans will not hold up their end. So I'm going to take the under. 49ers and the under.
We're in total agreement on this game right here, man. I'm going once again with the more consistent team. And then I don't care if you're at home or not, man. Your offense has not been clicking. It just hasn't. So I'm going with San Fran. Also, defense travels. And Robert Saleh is not a bad defensive coordinator at all. He has his team playing despite the injuries, you know. So Give me San Fran to the under.
Very good. All right, moving on. We have the New York Football Giants traveling down I-95 to face the Philadelphia Eagles, who they just played a couple weeks ago. The Eagles are a 7.5 point favorite at home. Eagles coming off a win, Giants coming off of a heartbreaking loss. The number is that common 44.5. Now, I always say this when it comes to an Eagles game, do the opposite of what I predict. 7.5. It looks like the Giants, for some reason, can score with Dart, what they couldn't do with Russell, and he's already got a win against the Eagles. So I think the Giants will be able to score. So give me the Giants not to win, but they won't lose by 8. And I'm going to take the over on the 44.5.
44 and a half into the over. Um, it's going to be a different game than it was in the Meadowlands. But I'm going with the Giants too, man. I just think that even Carter, Jalen Carter is going to be back, and believe that Dickerson will be back. So the Eagles going to be different because they got one of their offensive key weapons back, and on defense, I think Brandon Graham is going to be playing. But I don't factor him to be like a major contributor, but he helps, on the edge. Um, but I just think that the Giants are not intimidated. I know it's a revenge game, but I don't trust the Eagles when it comes to big point spreads, and they're supposed to dominate you, especially this year. So I'm going to take the points with the Giants. I might get burnt on it, but I'll take the points with the Giants, and I'm gonna play it to the. I'm gonna play it to the. I'm gonna shoot the dice with the under on this one. So I'm going with the under.
Under.
I was looking for a defensive game.
All right. Browns coming off of a win, their second win of the season at New England Patriots. The Patriots are a 6.5
Six
point
and
favorite. I
so
have
went down.
6.5.
Okay, so it went down. Okay.
It went down. I'll double check it. Give me 1 second. I want to be sure, want to give an accurate reading. Do 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 do. Um, hmm, hmm. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Where are we at? Week 8. Yes, it is 6.5.
Okay.
I gotta just believe in what I did because I do it just before we get on here. So it is 6.5. Patriots 6.5 favorite at home. The number very low, 40.5. What are you thinking, Browns, Patriots?
Browns and Patriots, home field advantage. The Brownies with that rookie trying to run against them. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the hot team, man, at home. I'm gonna go with the Patriots, man, for the cover. And it's 6.5, and they can win by a touchdown. So give me the Patriots, and 40.5 is a low number, bro. So man, the Browns can't score like that though. I'm gonna play it to the under.
Hmm. I'm in agreement with the Pats, and but I'm going to take the over. That is a low number, 40.5. I think the first half of the game, the Browns will have a pretty good running game. So I think they'll get in the end zone a couple times. Give me the over with that. You got the
One thing
under.
about the Brownies, man, if the run don't get established, they'll abandon it early, and then you got Dylan Gabriel throwing it 50 times a game. It's not a good recipe. I promise you. If the run game gets stalled off, they will abandon it, and you will see Dylan Gabriel throwing a bunch of passes, which is not the recipe for them to win. I'm
I'm
just
I'm,
saying.
I'm taller than Dylan Gabriel.
Right about that. 50 times for him to throw the game. That's stupid. You gotta have balance. If they got balance, the Brownies got a chance to keep within striking distance. But if they and you know that the Patriots are good against the run. So once that start getting you probably pitting that boy, long down situations, watch how they abandon the run. And you'll look up and Junkins only had 10 carries for
Come
20
on.
yards.
Come on, guys. Come on. All right, we got a divisional game. 4:05. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming off of a loss travel to New Orleans as they face the Saints. This number has changed.
Okay.
The Bucks on the road are a 3.5 point
Mm.
favorite. Total number has gone down 46 and a
Mm.
half.
I'm going with your theory on this one. And I agree with you because I'm kicking myself in the foot for the Jets pick because I really think the Bengals will cover that number, but I'll stick with the Jets. But I'm not going to make the same boo boo twice. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. And I'm going to go for the over. Saints are bad. I'm not betting no money on bad
Saints
team.
are bad. They fight, but they're just the
Y'all beat them
quarterback's
by
not good
12, bro.
enough. The quarterback's not good enough.
He's not. He had a rattler moment in Chicago, man. We need him the most. He had a rattler moment and showed you why he only has one win as a career starter. No.
So would you say the over?
Yes, Bucks and over. It's
I
weird.
have the I have the Bucks, but I have the under.
You picked the under?
Yeah. 46 and a half. I don't think the Saints are going to put up a lot of points.
Mm.
I don't think so. And this will be a bounce back. I don't like that it's 3.5. I wish it was 2.5, but I'm gonna go. I'm. My theory is when I know it's a bad team, I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks. All right, 425. Another divisional game. The Tennessee Titans travel to the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are a 14.5 point favorite, and the number is 47.5. What are you thinking, brother?
Big number, man. And
Huge
what
number.
you told me about them big numbers, bro? You said big numbers, man. You saw how respected this NFL team, and it's a division game on top of that. But one thing about the Colts is they could score, Jack, and Tennessee can't. So I'm gonna take that number, man. Give me the Colts, man, and they're gonna put some points on the board. So give me the Colts and to the over.
I'm gonna go the opposite way.
What?
Um, I just, man, that's over 2 touchdowns. The Titans are bad, but they're still professionals. If it was like 9.5, I'd be all over the Colts. 10.5, I would think about it. But 14.5, you get beat by more than 2 touchdowns.
What's cause it got beat 31 to nothing?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But that's a lot of points. I never win when I pick the
Yeah,
team
I mean it's
that's
a lot because even
favored by that.
because Tennessee come out and score a touchdown, you playing
Yep.
back up the whole game.
Yep.
You talking about hoping that the Colts can run all 21 on them. And that's the only bring it to 14. And that's how them games normally go. Tennessee will
Hmm.
come out, open the drive, score. And you're just hoping that the
And they
defense holds
set the
up.
tone.
Yep, they set the tone. And you're hoping that the rookie have a rookie game, but then eventually you'll look up and it'll be a tight game. So America, if you take Gil's advice on this, because 14 and a half, like he said, is a professional. And I'm telling you, going against me, okay? I said the Colts because I'm just looking at the eye candy stuff. If they play the perfect game and they light them up. But you got to kind of go with Gil's theory on this, man. 14 and a half is a lot of points for a professional team, and it's a division game. So realistically, I know you don't want to take a bad team like the Titans, but this might be the week you might want to take them for them points because it's very hard. And them games typically in what we talking about. You'll look up and be a nail biter. You're like, what are you serious?
Yep.
14 and a half.
Well, if you could avoid this game,
Yeah.
avoid it.
Ain't no
Only
value in
only
it.
only play it if you have to.
Yeah.
Because we can come up with reasons on both sides of it. I'm strictly because it's 14.5. That's it. Titans aren't any good. Colts are going to win the game.
Yeah, for sure.
There's really kind of no doubt unless Jonathan Taylor goes down or Indiana Jones goes down. So I'm seeing the Colts with a victory. I'm just taking the number, and I got the under. Um, okay, here's a good one. Yo, Dallas Cowboys
Mm.
travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. The Broncos with a miraculous comeback, miraculous, twice actually in the fourth quarter. The Broncos are a home 3.5 point favorite. The number is 51 and a half.
1.5. Okay, went out. Okay, cool.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm taking your Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if they win, but I don't think they lose by 4. And I'm definitely taking the over on this one. Good
Yeah,
defense. I don't care. They're going to score.
we got a potent offense, man. We definitely got a potent offense. So you got the Cowboys into the over.
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. I told you, Bo Nix is so hot and cold, man. Um, but we will score. We're not going to stop them from scoring either. 3.5, 3.5. Give me the number. So I'm gonna take the Cowboys and to the over for sure.
Also for the over. And I didn't mark one. The 49ers and Texans. Texans 1.5 point favorite. Did you pick the 49ers on
Yeah,
that?
49ers.
Okay. All right, we're in
That's the
agreement.
defense travels.
We
Robert
got
Sala.
we got a lot of agreements. We only got one, two. So far, we've only got two
It'd
disagreements.
be like that sometime, brother.
Yeah, it goes like that. We got two games to go. So let's see. Sunday night, Green Bay Packers at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Good game.
Green Bay on the road is a 3.5 point favorite. The number is the common 44 and a half.
Mm,
I'm going to say Pittsburgh bounces back after a disappointing Thursday night game. They get a week and a half to prepare for Green Bay. Green Bay is good. They're just, I don't know what it is that's just keeping them back from being great. They're like upper tier, but they're not elite tier. And I feel like they should be. Pittsburgh, they're not elite either, but they're good.
hmm
I'm gonna anticipate that they're gonna bounce back. Give me Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh will win, and I'm gonna take the over.
All right. And I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh also, man. And the defense gave up some big plays last week, so I'm anticipating them this week doing the same thing. Give me over. But give me Pittsburgh and over.
Pittsburgh in the over, just
Yeah,
like
and I
me.
think I think that West Coast gonna struggle with the division in general. Green Bay. You figure they lost to the Brownies. Um, you know, they
They
barely
tied
beat.
with you.
They tied with us. I mean, as far as the division
Mhm.
of the Ravens in the division, Cincinnati they were supposed to blow them out, but they didn't. And that was Flacco's first game. You know what I mean? Now you go and play Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, and then what's the next game you have to play Baltimore. So yeah, I think they might struggle with that division in general. So I'll take Pittsburgh.
Okay, so we're in agreement. Pittsburgh over, both of us. Last game of the week, Monday night, 8:15 p.m. Eastern time. We have the Washington Commanders, who will probably not have Jaden
Mhm.
Daniels, against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are a 10.5
Bro,
point favorite.
I'm going with
I'll
this.
be honest. If it was 14.5, I think I'd still take the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. I think they're the best team in the league against a wounded Washington Commanders. The number is 47.5. I'll take the over. Chiefs all day in this game.
And then if you're talking about no McLaurin again, if he ain't playing, and if you're talking about Debo out again, who the heck is the offense? And you're talking about going in there with your backup when your starter couldn't even get it done. Man, give me the Chiefs, man. They'll win by man. They should win by 14 or better.
Yeah, I agree. I was going
And
to say 20.
give me the over, man, because they're just a potent offense at this point. Mahomes and boys comfortable. He in his lawn chair right now, sipping on a beer.
So we disagree on two games, the Jets Bengals game and the Titans Colts game.
Two bottom feeders.
So that's that is it. Anything you want to add before we end our show?
Oh man, once again, man, thank you for everybody tuned in. Sorry that it's an hour and 24 for the long-winded guys. You know, I get it, man. I apologize. We get a long-winded some of our subject matters, which I keep it condensed, but like, subscribe, hit the bell so we get all the notifications, man. We always got good material coming out, man. And please comment and let us know what you think. You know, what we can improve upon, what we doing right, what we doing wrong. You know, it's all good. And I want to make this long because one of our viewers that commented on my post, a short post, when I said the Giants would get upsetted by the Broncos. He said, when has upsetting the Giants, beating the Giants been an upset? Well, if you looked at that game, it was an upset. You know what I mean? They was down 19 in the fourth, wasn't they, Gil?
19-0.
I mean, it was an epic comeback by the Broncos. Okay, so I was true to the caption. It was an upset because up to that point, Giants were dominating them because Bo Nix was inconsistent. So you can't sleep on none of these squads, man. I know these records can lead you that way, but if you know anything about football, it's parity in football, man. It is. You know, there are still professional teams at the end of the day, and they could beat any of them. A bottom feeder can beat a top dog if that top dog come in there and don't bring their A game. Remember that, America. Yeah, they're garbage, but garbage teams still cover. Okay, garbage teams still cover.
They're still
They're
professionals.
still professionals. And sometimes the league will bust that call, that red phone, and be like, yo, man, it's getting outrageous. We need y'all to start doing some dumb stuff. Tackle, miss a tackle. Quarterback throw a dumb interception where it's three defenders down there. You're just gonna throw an air ball up there and hope that the guy get it. Yeah, it's stuff like that. Running back, fumble the ball. Oh yeah, okay, cool. I'm just saying, Vegas got the mob boys, Fat Tony and them boys still got to play in this. Okay.
All I'm going to say is when you see a fumble at the 1 yard line, you should always be like, just saying. Just saying. And as for us being at almost an hour and a half on this show, I'm going to apologize like Conor McGregor would apologize. I apologize to absolutely no one. The king does what he wants. And if it takes an hour and a half to do it, then that's how long it takes. And it only took an hour and 27 minutes. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, tell a friend to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel. From my main man, Larry Loper, I'm Gilly Rosario. We'll catch you at 9:30 on Monday for our Halloween show, and then we'll follow it up with our normal show on Tuesday. So make sure you tune in on Monday. Watch the games, stay healthy, and we'll see you because we're getting ready for Halloween.
Trick or
Deuces,
treat.
everyone. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop, bop.